Okay, as far as comfortable night's work goes, that's right up there in Champions League positions for United. We very rarely get nights like that. We very rarely get comfortable Premier League nights like that. Let's not even take into consideration the fact that we've just come back from a World Cup and everyone's wondering how we're going to perform. Yes, we got the warm-up against Burnley. Simple, Burnley were missing players, we got through comfortably. But that there tonight was a test for United because our squad is stretched at the moment. We're seeing centre-backs play we're seeing centre midfielders play at centre back. We're seeing left backs play at centre back. We're seeing this team stretched at the moment. Wan-Bissaka getting 2 starts in a row. It's unheard of. We've got players playing out of position and we're just getting by. This was important after the World Cup, just to get points on the board, get through the results. Performances will come later on in the season, but there is that many games you have to take performance out of it. Now it's about character. Now it's about, are you willing to put on that shirt for 5 or 10, 15 minutes as a substitute and help the team out? Because that's what this squad is going to have to do. Garnacho coming on, Donny van der Beek coming on, Luke Shaw playing at centre-back, then Harry Maguire coming on. Just while we get over this bug, this illness which is going around the team, you have to deal with situations. And I do believe that Ronaldo going, the team coming together, everyone putting it behind him, and Ten Hag reuniting this team straight after the World Cup. Again, I'm going to give it to Ten Hag. The praise needs to be heaped on his shoulders because he's managing this squad. All of a sudden, you've got Wan-Bissaka coming in, like I said, having 2 decent games. Still not my right back. I don't want him there. I think he's second. But I have to give credit where it's due, and he's had 2 solid performances. Opposition aside, yeah, that'll come in time. Will he be good enough to play against the better teams coming up? We know, and I said this in the road trip. It's tonight against Forest, it's then against Wolves, it's then against Bournemouth. All 3 of them games need to be won because it's then City and then it's Arsenal. 2 different levels. Hopefully we've got some form of first team left. It's good that we get these games in and we do start the games quickly, get 2-0 up. Then make substitutions, have a comfortable night's work. This is what we used to do under Alex Ferguson all the time. These games around Christmas, we used to always prosper because we had a bigger squad. You used to be able to manage the fixture pile up all the time, but it's because the squad were on board. We've now got squad players for the first time in this team actually wanting to come on and do their part for, like I said, 5 or 10 minutes. That's what's important, that's what you need. At this time of year with the fixtures coming up, I said this before, we will beat Charlton, then we're into a 2-legged tie for the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, added to the 2 legs against Barcelona, the 2 games that were cancelled, the FA Cup in that. We're looking at nearly 20 games in the space of 6 weeks, near enough. It is absolutely mental right now, and all of this squad needs to be on board. And tonight I seen that. I seen the squad on board. Like I said, the subs. Fred off the bench scores the goal. Garnacho causing havoc. Alanga coming on doing his bit. Being able to rest Rashford. Take Martial off. Nurse him back. I looked at Martial and I thought, he's got his goal. Should I be worried that he's not had 90 minutes for nearly 2 years? Or should I look at Ten Hag being the first manager to actually handle him and treat him the way he should be treated coming back? And I go, you know what? Let's just give it to Ten Hag. It's working. He's playing him 60, 70 minutes and Martial's getting better with each game. His touch is better, he's sharper, and he's coming off not injured. We're not putting players under too much pressure to play just because we're running out of players and we're playing favourites like we did in previous managers. Ten Hag is the first man to grab control of this squad, whether it be players leaving, players being put into place, and systems being put in, plans A, B and C. Because I just spoke there to a few people and it's like Bruno and Eriksen switching roles. Bruno's moving aside for Donny to come on, taking a break out on the wing and letting Donny's energy run through the middle. Little things all the time that are contributing to us getting through these games. And the players seem to be believing in it. Yes, there's bigger tests to come, but you can only play what's in front of you. Wolves on New Year's Eve is going to be a different kettle of fish. Away from home, this is where it counts for Manchester United, it really does. We haven't been great, but we've been grinding out results. At home, I feel like we can take anyone at the moment, I really do. It's a good start to a very, very busy period for United right now. I just feel like we've just got the bit between our teeth. A goal from a set piece. Rashford's on fire. We've lost Ronaldo. We're not even talking about it. It's our biggest win of the season. It's no Ronaldo. You know what I mean? We've got players playing out of position. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool. Nottingham Forest were pulling up teams. Yeah, their away form is pretty poor and everyone has been beating them, but still, coming back from the World Cup, we had a centre-back playing tonight. 9 days ago, we'd just played 113 minutes in the World Cup final in his 7th game in the World Cup. And he came out there and did a job for us tonight, and we had the opportunity to bring him off because we're managing this squad. You know what? We've got Martinez to come back. We've got Rashford and Martial playing well together again. Garnacho to replace Anthony. If he doesn't play well, like he didn't do tonight, but still, he needs game time. He needs to start learning when to use that tenacity. We need to manage him. We need to channel his energy because it's not quite there at the moment. But you've got Garnacho to come straight on. Sancho, maybe when he comes back, another person there who Ten Hag is treating differently. He looks like a manager, for me, who understands players from the top to the bottom. We said this when he came in. Ten Hag knows his players inside and out, wants to know what they're doing off the pitch, what their diet is, who they're seeing, where they're going out, everything. And you can see it in the players that he's brought into this club that they fit that mould, and the players that he's changing that didn't have that in them. You can see the players that he's improving, which is more important than anything. Biggest shout out tonight goes to CASEMIRO, who's on a different planet altogether. He's a born winner, experienced leader, which this team has not had for a while. Behind him we've got Varane, who's another leader. Next to him you've got Bruno Fernandes further up the field, another leader. This team now is missing one player in that centre forward position. Whether or not we're going to get that in January, I don't think we will. I've already said my piece on that. I just want to talk about what we're seeing on the pitch at the moment. But CASEMIRO, oh my God, the best signing that we've made in nearly a decade at this football club. Questions were asked for 60 million. Was he past it? I looked at 65 games the season before for Real Madrid and thought, that looks like a player there that should slot right into our team. I couldn't believe it when we bought him. And I said it, I remember the show and I was sat there and I said, CASEMIRO, we have just bought the best in that position that we have been crying out for nearly 15 years. And he's here. And you can see what it's doing to this team. It's making other players better. He'll see a mistake by a player on the pitch. He'll go and have a word. He'll go and make up for that mistake with a tackle and turn around and have a word again. Little things you may not see on TV, little things you may not pick up, but I'm telling you now, the body language of this man is one of a man who wants to win and one of a leader. I'll keep saying it. He is the difference at the moment for me. And you bring back a Martinez and you look at it and you go, we're looking up. It's positive. 1 point off top 4 of a game in hand. It's exactly what we needed coming back from this World Cup. I'm happy. That's all we can say. I'm happy. Cheers for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think. Comment below, like, share and subscribe to the United Stand.